Orale! What's up, homies? In today's episode, we talk about how the Lamestream Media is out there trying to cancel Jeff Bezos for fucking around with Leonardo DiCaprio. You don't want to miss this one.
The fucking button. Press the fucking button.
Orale! What's up, homies? Welcome to the Chino and Homeboy podcast. I am America's homeboy, and with me are my homie Chino.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
And the homie Hate Jones.
What's up, motherfuckers?
So, on today's podcast, we're going to talk about the Lamestream Media.
One more again,
you know, how we do. So this time we're going to be doing the canceling.
and for the future, please don't quote, what's her name? What's the Alaskan bitch name?
Oh, Sarah Palin?
Yeah, please don't use her quotes and shit.
Is that who came up with Lamestream Media?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure somebody else came up with it and told her to say it, but yeah, for the most part.
Well, we're co-opting it.
No, don't co-op whack shit.
I am a Republican, you know.
It's just mainstream media. It's just mainstream media.
I could look. I'm wearing a.
How does a lame person call something else lame? That's what I'm saying.
Game recognizes game. Lame recognizes
pot,
lame.
Kettle black, homie. Pot, kettle black.
Lame recognizes lame, son.
I might buy that.
Okay. So here's what got me on the fucking media, right? So, you know, I'm reading. I use my Smart News app. You know, I use Smart News because it aggregates news articles and stuff from all over the media sphere, right?
Mm.
Smart News, if you're listening, we need sponsors, right? So
Absolutely.
This portion of the episode brought to you by Smart News, where you can have your news articles aggregated from the media sphere or whatever your fucking media marketing campaign fucking bullshit is. Anyway, so I saw this fucking bullshit here, right? Look at this shit. This fucking bullshit right here. Look at that. So this is the original article. Well, maybe, right? Or the thing. Jeff Bezos jokingly threatens Leonardo DiCaprio after video surfaces of the actor talking to Bezos' girlfriend. Right?
Yes.
So there was a video of Lauren Sanchez, you know, shooting her shot, quote unquote, shooting her shot with Leo. They could have just been having a friendly conversation and Leo said some shit that made her laugh. And everyone just assumed that, oh, they flirting, they can go fuck and blah, blah this and blah, blah that.
They weren't flirting. She was giving him fuck me eyes and was ready to walk off with the nigga. I could tell. I could read body language. She wanted Leo to shoot the club up.
Right. So
he's like this. He's like, Jeff is my money man. He shoots the bank up. I need somebody to shoot the club up.
Well, there you go. There you go. You know, what is it? The hegemony. That's right. Or homogeneity. Yeah, homogeneity.
Right.
Or as the streets like to say it, upgrade.
No. Women. Are you looking for hypergamy? Is that what we're talking about?
Hypergamy? Hypergamy, I guess.
Hypergamy, yes.
The other one is something totally different.
Oh, okay. Homogeneity.
I'm very disappointed in you not knowing this and me knowing it. I want you to know that.
Whatever.
I know what hypergamy is. Hypergamy. It's that biologically driven need to branch swing.
Yeah. And that's what you saw. I've been with women who I'm not attached to around niggas when they have that same fucking look. I was one day I was out at lunch with one of my coworkers, and this very tall white guy walks by, and she's a black woman who really never dated a white person in her life, and she just like gave him the eyes, and it was like the same reaction we do when some very lusty woman walks past us, and we just have to stop or we lose our train of thought. I've been around women when they've done that shit. Yeah. And that chick was doing the same fucking thing, but she was actually keeping the conversation going. Like Leo wasn't trying to talk to her. He's talking to them. She's trying to talk to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah. It was action. Now,
well, there's a photo.
These headlines are bullshit because clearly Jeff Bezos was joking.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Look, here's the photo here of, giving Leo the fuck me eyes, right? And then over here, right, in this photo here and this photo over here, Jeff Bezos is standing next to the sign, dangerous, fatal cliff, sign. But look at these headlines. One says, Jeff Bezos jokingly threatens Leonardo DiCaprio after video surfaces of the actor talking to Bezos' girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. This one, video viral, right? Entrepreneur magazine, Jeff Bezos goes after Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Let's see, Jeff Bezos, Jezebel, Jeff Bezos, delete your Twitter. Futurism, Jeff Bezos, mad that girlfriend is thirsty for Leo. Duluth, Minnesota, who is Jeff Bezos' girlfriend? Lauren Sanchez. What is it? High Snobiety, Jeff Bezos trying to beef with Leo is peak cringe. CNN, Jeff Bezos has fun with girlfriends, Leonardo DiCaprio moment. CNN of all fucking people. I don't see Fox News on here.
What's the lesson here? I don't see Fox
News. Yeah, I don't see Fox News on here. No. Let's see.
So what's the lesson? The Fox News isn't here?
The lessons, Fox News, where the fuck you at? Man, I thought you were the mainstream media with your high-ass ratings and shit. Where's your fucking take? You letting CNN fucking trump you on that shit? I do like this one, how Bezos' latest plan to protect forests could backfire.
Wait, where is it? Let me see.
Here's where the arrow over here. Fourth photo at the top. How Bezos' latest plan to protect forests could backfire. Mm-hmm. Who's that underneath from? The Virgo? Vice. Underneath, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have completely lost it on Twitter.
God damn.
Oh man.
So who's that one from? The top? How Bezos' latest plan to protect the forest could backfire.
That's the Verge. Oh. The Verga. Okay. The Verg. The Verg.
The Verga. The Verge. Like I legit thought it says the Verga.
The Verga, yeah, right. That's what I thought. The Verga, no, it's Verge. The Verge.
Okay.
The Verg.
The Verg. Yeah. All right. So yeah. I guess
But look at HuffPost. HuffPost. Jeff Bezos jokingly threatens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then this is what is done when you need the eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean,
but this is a perfect example of media, of what the media does,
right?
Versus what journalism does,
right?
Which tells the truth, just the facts.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Yeah, not opinion pieces. Not. It's impartial. It's subjective.
Yeah, it's mostly opinion pieces or puff pieces or outright. The headlines outright mislead you on what's happening.
Yeah, that's why I like the Associated Press and Reuters.
Yeah. Straight up facts.
Yep.
Straight up facts. If you get your
'Cause-
news from anywhere, first
Well,
go
ba-
to the Associated Press and then go to Reuters,
Mhm.
see what the actual story is, and then you can go to all these other headlines and see exactly how those motherfuckers are spinning that bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
Anytime I see a questionable headline or post, I'll run it through one of those to see what the real story is.
Right. Exactly. I had a conversation, and I suppose you could say mild debate with someone, and this person was of a certain, red stripe, right? And you like that?
Yeah.
And so, this person would just spout off like ridiculous stuff, about what happened this past election, and like basically all the red tinged, buzzwords that proliferate, right?
Right.
And so I said, yeah, I've never heard of that. And this person would say, well, it's all over the news. I'm like, which news? She said, Fox News. I'm like, well, I don't watch Fox News. I don't watch CNN either. I don't get my news from those places. The only reason I said CNN is because I knew that they were gonna go with the whole, well, CNN's biased against, the right or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think so, but for the sake of argument, let's say that they are.
Yeah.
The reason I said CNN as well is because I knew that they were gonna go that route.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I don't watch CNN. I don't watch Fox News. I get my news from two sources: the Associated Press and Reuters. Because when I see the news, when I see headlines on there, I know it's for a fact unbiased and actual news, not just some opinion piece or puff piece, or it's not written through the lens of whatever tint they want to wear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and and then they said, well, you have to. I'm like, what do you mean I have to? They said you have to watch. Like, how are you gonna know which argument, like, I don't know which side to side with. I'm like, I'm not. That's the thing. That's the biggest difference between you and I. I'm not siding with anybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going for what I feel is correct. And the people on either side is not gonna fucking sway me because I have my own moral compass. And so it became this huge thing. But I do get my press or my news from the Associated Press and Reuters because they're actual news. I'm not gonna see a fucking dick sucking evolution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking mainstream media.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is a thing, right? Like the echo chambers,
Right.
so to speak.
Mhm.
Right? Like Americans today don't know, like, we're living in the new age of yellow journalism, right? There used to be this thing.
That sounds racist.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Oh wait, I forgot. I gave you guys a pass.
No. You gave me a pass. Not him, me.
All right. Okay, continue. That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
so we're living in the new age of yellow journalism. Now, yellow journalism was a term that was that came out of I think the 1920s or 30s.
So they were referencing Chinese people when they made this term.
Not exactly. I think it was yellow journalism because the paper was printed on cheap paper and turned yellow really quickly. They were news rags. One of the biggest proliferators of yellow journalism is called William Randolph Hearst. And Hearst is best known for the quote, what was it that he said? I'll give you the war. Give me a second. Hearst. I'll furnish the war. Yeah. For the Cuban the Cuban Revolution of 1895 came at a perfect time for Hearst and his New York journal. Hearst allegedly replied with, "You furnish the pictures, I'll furnish the war."
Are you talking about William Randolph Hearst?
That is correct.
The newspaper magnate.
Yep, in 1898, Hearst chartered the yacht Sylvia to Cuba to witness battles between the U.S. Navy and the Spanish fleet. So William Randolph Hearst was responsible for the Spanish-American War by using his newspapers to, hype up the American people, get them frothing at the mouth for war. Yeah, what is it? The whole, the Maine in Spain, whatever that fucking quote was.
Yeah. I don't remember.
So we're living in a new age of yellow journalism. And it's just like Hay Jones's quote from the mid 1990s. We live at the height of communication with nothing to say, and traffic is thick.
Motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey Jones Damas there.
Yeah. Because all they're trying to do with so much bandwidth and options, all they're doing is trying to fill space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
for real though.
It's like, why does Facebook and everybody play with your algorithms of your feed? You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably follow more people who make more posts than you can ever see in one 24-hour day of however much time you allot yourself to look at social media, right?
Yeah.
So like for Instagram, I follow maybe over 1,000 people, right? Or if I stayed on Instagram all day, I probably wouldn't see everything that they like. Even if it was chronological, I probably wouldn't be able to see every post that they posted in one day.
Yeah. Like even
in
us
in a 24-hour period,
even us, we're competing for eyeballs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have 70 subscribers, right? I mean, we're not even dwarfed by, PewDiePie or Mr. Beast or any of these people. We're trying to game the algorithm just as equally. I mean, and we're just bullshit, right? We're not even really contributing anything to the conversation, at least not much.
Yeah.
Right.
Every now and again we'll drop a jewel, but for the most part we're just homies having fun.
Yeah.
Sharing their personal opinions.
Yeah. Yep. We're just joking
on topics.
Exactly.
Fun.
Exactly. We're just trying to do comedy, entertain on the bullshit, like the bullshit that we're talking about right now.
The only thing we're serious about is you motherfuckers need to go get a vaccination shot. That's about it.
Yeah.
Everything else, we take in jest.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. And so we're just inundated by this shit because all of these people, like, think about it, like the internet has democratized the news, the media, and current events and shit, right? Like, this is a true democracy. There's nothing regulating these opinions that try to get passed off as facts, right? Nothing. There's nothing regulating them, right? Even the Associated Press and Reuters, they have policies that they have in place internally that they regulate themselves in order for them to be as legitimate as they possibly be. But that's something they had to do themselves, right? It's not something that the government imposed on them, right? Which I wouldn't want the government to impose any regulations on the media, because free speech is free speech. But the consequences of that is the true democratization of the media. It's like Andy Warhol said, in the future, everybody will get their 15 minutes. And here we are, all of us trying to get our 15 minutes. I
Yep.
mean, granted, we've got like about, what, 75 episodes now?
Yeah.
So we've long passed our 15 minutes.
Yep. And all of them are way past 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I mean, you're missing out if you don't listen to the whole thing. Truly. I mean, there are comedic gems hidden in every single episode.
I was just going to say that exact thing. There are gems in these episodes, especially from Hate Jones.
I do what I can.
Hate Jones has come up with, like some of the best shit, like what was it? Home Unity. That's another episode that you guys gotta.
Home Unity. I'm still going.
Yeah, the Hozu.
Because I gotta bleep out names and shit, and the ADHD kicks in every time I try to start it, and I have to start over again.
What else?
Hozu.
Pockets.
Honomics.
Yeah. Well, I came up with the Hozu, like the Home Menagerie, the Hozu.
Home Menagerie, yeah. I like Home Menagerie more than Hozu.
Yeah. There's also we were talking about women's clothing and men's underwear.
And the cock pocket.
When I said women's pants don't really have pockets, right? Like I have all these clothing options, from skirts to shorts, right, and like all that shit. And I said, yeah, they don't have any pockets though. And then Hey Jones says, yeah, they got mockets. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. That's just hilarious.
Yeah. And all we're doing is what every other media outlet out there is trying to do, and just get eyeballs, because eyeballs means money, right? Like,
right.
There's no way that YouTube is going to monetize our shit. Not just because, we're probably not eligible to be monetized because of all the bullshit that we talk about. But if say, for example, I actually went through and censored everything and no one was offended by anything that we said, like, Hate Jones's prolific use of the N-word, the soft N-word, and chinky, like we did a couple episodes ago.
Hey,
he got a pass.
You can't say that shit. Only I can.
I meant the C word.
Right.
Now, all of you can decide whether that's chinky, cock, or cunt now when I say the C word.
Oh, yeah. What was the other one we came up with? You mountain of cunt.
You mountain of cunt. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. And we do it all. And we do it all in the name of the almighty dollar, like everybody else. Okay? All right. So yeah, so we're all of us, we're all trying to get that money. But there's only so much money. There's only so many hours of the day. There's only so many attention spans that we can, try and I guess
keep
monopolize, right?
Right.
That, I mean, Google and Facebook literally had to create algorithms to do the work for them because it's just so much out there now. Right? Like when we got flagged for violence on the channel because of our show play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I had to challenge that because the algorithm was confusing fireworks for a gunshot. And that was like our second episode or our first episode, right? We got flagged because the algorithm thought it was a gunshot, and I think
it was the second episode.
Yeah, it was the second episode. And it wasn't a gunshot. It was a dude who was playing with fireworks on his nipples. But we still got fucking flagged for that. And it was, it wasn't until I challenged it that a human being had to take a look at it.
Right.
And then we got the Omni Domini from YouTube. And so, that's why we don't do that shit, because we don't want it's annoying. It's fucking annoying. It's disappointing. Because we put a lot, we would put a lot of work into animating that bitch. It took a lot of coordinating the, sound recordings and then having to edit that shit and all of that. And then to just have it flagged and taken down in an instant. It's annoying. Not to mention that if, we get a real hit, we can get a 7-day ban like Facebook. We don't want to end up in YouTube jail. YouTube jail is worse than Facebook jail.
For real though.
But all these media outlets are doing the same thing. You know, they're trying to get those eyeballs, and the order to get those eyeballs is by infuriating people or shocking them. You know, it's clickbait. It's just like the way clickbait was back in the early days of clickbait.
Yep.
I wonder if they have an algorithm that spits out headlines.
Probably. I'm sure something like that already exists. I mean, why wouldn't it? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I do
I
get
mean,
a kick out of that.
you got cars that fucking park themselves.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. I get a kick out of the the AIs that write screenplays. Those are hilarious.
Yeah. Are they good?
No,
it's
but they're funny.
Well, no, it's you're right. It's good in that it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
they're funny. Like I think there was one where the AI wrote an obituary. Oh my fucking god, that shit was good. Holy shit! If I could find it again, I'll post it up in the debrief.
Yeah,
man, we should NFT that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's an AI that makes that automatically makes what is it? Inspirational quotes. It is fucking hilarious, man. I forgot the name of the fucking AI, but it's online. Just look up AI inspirational quotes, and they are hilarious. They're so nonsensical. They're brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So bad it's good.
Yeah, it's so bad it's good. So bad it's good.
Yep, that's on brand.
It's like that movie that James Franco made of the worst movie ever. The making of the worst movie ever.
Oh. I don't think I've seen that one.
I haven't either. But yeah, that's what it is. And it's different, right? That's what everybody harps on. Like, oh, the media this, the media that, the media this, the media that. But no, there's a difference. The difference is between media and journalism. All right. You could tell the difference because the media has sensational headlines and journalism has factual headlines.
Right.
You know, for example, the New York Times uncovered that the military tried covering up the airstrike against civilians
in Syria. In Syria, right?
Yeah, in Syria. So apparently the military committed an airstrike in Syria that ended up killing 64 women and children. And that's journalism, right? Because without that, I mean, as much as people complain about CNN and MSNBC and shit, I mean, without journalism, we never would have found that shit out.
Right.
You know? So as much as we demonize, you know, how information is out there, you got to take the good with the bad, you know? Got to take the bad with the good.
I don't think it's so much that, you know, it's a demonization of, what did you say? Ideas?
Well, the thing is that there's so much bullshit out there, right? That it creates an emotional response to I guess the proliferators of information, right? There's so much bullshit that when stuff is factual, like the Associated Press and Reuters, those people have a visceral response that's like, you know, like your person that was like, it's all over the news. It's like, what news? Fox News. It's like, is that the only place that it's all over? Because I didn't see it in the Associated Press or Reuters. And so they'll have that visceral response of like, well, you got to watch Fox News because they're the only ones telling the truth. And I'm like, well, that's kind of like getting your truth from a rock, you know? Like whatever's written on the rock, you're just going to be like, oh, that's the truth. Okay. Hey, have you guys seen this rock? Have you not gotten your news from the rock?
Right. Well, the point I was trying to make, I guess, is that it's not so much, you know, the ideas or the facts in, you know, in and of itself, right? It's more, how are you getting your info?
Yeah.
Who are you getting it from? and how are they trying to paint it? You know, because if the
Yeah.
if the intention is to just deliver the facts, then you're going to deliver just the facts, just like AP and Reuters do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you sensationalize it, you know, you're pinning it with a certain hue,
Yeah.
right? You're pinning it with, you know, with a certain emotion or an emotional leaning, or, you know,
Yeah.
whatever
They're anchoring it.
abstraction.
They're
Right?
anchoring
Right,
it in
exactly.
emotion.
Yes, there you go. They're anchoring an emotion, you know, to these facts that, you know, objectively happen, but, you know, now it's become subjective because it's painted in a different color. You know what I mean?
Has anyone else noticed the irony that, you know, CNN is red and Fox News is blue?
Well,
Right.
back in the day, their colors were opposite.
Were they?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Huh.
They seem to swap them every few years.
Fascinating.
That is interesting.
Right?
I am today years old.
Right? I just barely thought of that right now. I just pulled it out of my ass. Hey, why is Fox News blue and CNN is red? Shouldn't they be swapped?
Right. And Hey Jones coming in with the facts.
Yeah, right.
It's because you old, Hey Jones. That's why you know that. It's because you're old. Right? Did I offend you? Did I offend you or something? You stopped talking. Did we lose him?
Yeah, I'm pissed off, man. Your passport off.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
In any case, yeah. It's not so much, you know, like it's the proliferation of, you know, facts as they happen. Cool, great. Let me know. But, you know, don't try to paint it and try to tell me what I should be thinking.
Yeah.
You know, let me think for myself.
Yeah.
So
like what is it? The cognitive dissonance that is just so prevalent nowadays. Like, you know, I'm not trying to paint it as, you know, Republicans are, you know, all cognitive dissonant and no. You know, everybody is essentially gives into their cognitive biases a lot. You know,
yes.
like the one thing that people aren't doing is questioning themselves. Is what it is one of the things.
Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. That's why.
It does.
You know,
it's hard.
Look,
it's hard to beat Descartes about it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, right, exactly. And you know, we've talked about this in the previous pod. You know, it takes more energy to work through the dissonance and you know, actually change your opinion according to, you know, to new facts or new info that comes in, as opposed to just ignoring these dissonant things that are coming in, because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy, you know?
Yeah.
And so, and if it's something that'll shake your, you know, most fundamental levels of training, you know, like your most basic foundation, right? You know, it's even harder, because now you have to contend with how mad you're going to be, how angry this person might be, or you might be if you accept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, your life is then, you know, it's shaken. Like, you know, in your mind, you're thinking, did I live my fucking entire life on a lie, kind of thing? You know? And so it's like, that's why it's easier for people to give in to, or, you know, just kind of, give into that bias that they have, because that cognitive dissonance it's a motherfucker.
Yeah. So. To give into your cognitive bias is so easy. It's so much easier to just, you know, accept that what you believe to be true than it is to question what it is that you thought was true. And because there's so much that you invest emotionally into those things, right? And it all comes from how you're raised, right? Like if you're raised religious and you buy into it 100%, you know, and anybody who challenges that, it's almost like they're attacking you personally, when they're really just trying to attack the ideas that you believe in, right? Like, how can you believe that to be true? And the only answer you have is, well, no one's told me any different, so it's got to be true. And you're like, and then all of a sudden it's like, and there's an identity crisis, and you either face the crisis and ask yourself, is what I believe true? Or you're like, nah, I'm not going to believe anything. This is what I believe to be true, and that's it. Nothing else. You cannot change my mind. You know?
Yeah, because your comfort has set in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. There is very similitude in that proverb or idiom. Growth happens outside your comfort zone.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This
Well,
is an example of that.
That's definitely a fact.
Yeah. One of the things that I was told that really sticks with me is I was drowning at boot camp, right? And this dive motivator, I don't know if he was a Navy SEAL or a SWIC or a Navy diver or whatever, but he was yelling at me, if you don't push yourself, you'll never succeed.
Right.
Like, nigga, I'm drowning. Fuck you.
I stopped drowning. I did.
Right, yeah.
I started swimming.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, he was right. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't succeed in this fucking test. Yeah,
Right.
I'll be dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Exactly,
But I did.
right.
I did. I pushed myself and I made it through. I made it to the other side. So, you know. I mean, I was tired as fuck. That was a long ass swim.
How long was the swim?
Oh shit, man. They had us doing laps in that long ass fucking pool, and we had to do freestyle. There was no breaststroke and freestyle. That's all they had us do. And I couldn't do it. That shit was fucking hard as fuck, man. It was at SEAL PT.
Why so hard?
I wasn't ready. I mean, I could do the side stroke. Shit, man. I was fast at that shit, but I couldn't do the other ones. I hadn't trained for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think side stroke and backstroke are my preferred ways to, go through the water.
Yeah.
Locomote through the water.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the side stroke. It's very restful.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't nothing gonna beat the backstroke though.
You know what'll beat the back? You know what'll beat the backstroke?
What?
A rogue wave. You ever tried doing the backstroke in the ocean?
I don't swim in toilets, nigga.
I mean, I asked Chino, but I already know the answer to that one.
Right, exactly. So you don't even have to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I swim in that dumpster. It's a salty, beautiful thing. Did I already give my theory about why the ocean's salty?
I don't know, but I think it's got something to do with welcome.
Because Sophia pissed in it.
No, it definitely has everything to do with whale cum.
I was right. Simpatico, son.
Well,
Shit.
wouldn't the oceans be salty because of dinosaur semen?
Probably.
I mean, there's all kind of semen. I mean, that's how fish procreate in the ocean. I mean, they don't fuck, right? So the fish, the female fish, they just lay their eggs all willy-nilly and stuff, and the male fish just sprinkles his sperm all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is more powerful? Piss. Well, do fish piss?
They have to. I'm sure they do.
I mean, because I'm like
Jamie?
I mean, like they breathe water, so like we breathe air and we piss water. Like, do they even get thirsty? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, fish breathe air; they just get it through.
No, but
they don't breathe air. They breathe. They use their gills to derive oxygen from the water.
And that's what I was trying to say. I just, I was going to say it differently.
No, but
Jamie,
I'm saying,
do fish pee?
Hold on. So my Jamie says, freshwater fish will passively intake water from their environment, and then, as their insides are saltier than their surroundings, will excrete a diluted urine. Fish have kidneys which produce urine containing ammonium, phosphorus, urea, and nitrous waste.
Oh, yep, they
Meaning
pee, and that fertilizes plants. If you have
It
an
makes-
aquaponics,
it makes the ocean salty as fuck.
Yeah.
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 So it's welcome and fish pee.
Welcome and fish pee.
See,
All right.
now that was journalism.
That's right.
Touche. Touche.
Straight facts.
Here we go. Exactly. See? Straight facts. There we go. Lesson learned today, kids. Thank Hey Jones.
Science. Science, bitches.
Science, bitch.
Indeed. Indeed.
All
That was
right.
good. Yeah.
We got
Good
anything else?
No.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else.
I think we've beaten this dead horse.
I think we made this whole fucking list, didn't we?
Let's see.
Everything but Doom.
The Tom Hardy, Channing Tatum Afghanistan movie, and how a bunch of Middle Eastern people are all up in arms that America is exploiting their suffering to make money. Like, isn't that on brand?
It is on brand, but it's also fucked up. It's just like, this is too soon. These people just got evacuated. We just lost territory back to them. All we're doing is making more white guys look like heroes and pushing white hegemony, not hypergamy.
Right.
You know, we're still feeding that same beast. You know what I'm saying? And we're, a lot of people are just tired of it.
It sounds like that conversation belongs on our Dune episode.
Let's do that.
All right.
Like us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe to the channel. Link to the merch store will be in the description. If you get to 100 subscribers, we're giving everybody 20% off on the store. So push us like crack, bitches. Join our Discord server.
Yeah.
Right.
Join
and I'd like to give a shout out to Family Phallus Planet NFT. We're pushing that like crack because it's if you missed out on Crypto Kitties, this is Crypto Kitties but with dicks.
Yep. This just seems like, a better investment.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you could go to Crypto Pussies, right? But Crypto Dicks, more funny. It's a lot funnier.
It's more in your face.
Yeah. Much more literal.
Yeah, exactly. Much more literal.
Much more literal.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, homies. Peace.
And konnichiwa, bitches.
Push the fucking button.
That's how we're gonna start and end every single episode. Push the fucking button.